Hey, Tasha. Just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. Good evening to each and every one of you. And that's exactly what I said. Don't be rushing me. On the screen, I show the two murderers of young Dolph. Now, the biggest question right now is who murdered this young man and why?
Herself, Tamika Hurd. It's Butterific Bakery and Cafe, located at 488 South Second near Calhoun and behind the Civil Rights Museum.
There are
Butterific
a
brings to
lot of
downtown a
scenarios.
bakery full of the most delicious treats you'll find
fuck is this? I
anywhere,
want this
such
shit.
as butter cookies, lemon pound cake
Oh, yeah,
muffins.
hit the wrong
Herself, Tamika Hurd. It's Butterific Bakery and Cafe, located at 488 South Second near Calhoun and behind the Civil Rights Museum. Butterific brings to downtown a bakery full.
I hit the wrong buttons. Excuse me. There's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's being said. And some of you illiterate motherfuckers who can't read and write, you have attempted to come at me because I've made some posts, and some of the posts were posts that were already out there. Now, let me share something with you. I made a post about it this morning. Whatever is on my page is my page and my business. If you don't like what's on my page or what I say, then stay the fuck off my page. I mean, it's real simple. And do not request to be on my goddamn show because I don't want to talk to you. You want to come at me. I've been doing this, what I'm doing right now, for 41 years. Before some of you young orange man motherfuckers were even born. But you want to come at me because I state facts as I get them. I have sources all through law enforcement and people that contact me. Sometimes the information that I receive is not exactly what I want it to be. But I bring you information most times before Channel 3, Channel 13, 5, and the commercial here bring it to you. Don't get mad at me because I state certain information. It's the news. Young Dolph getting killed has made national news. So why is it that some of you want to get mad at me when I bring up some points? Now, I posted a picture of a young man, T-Easy or whatever his damn name is. This young man's picture was on Facebook. I didn't go on Facebook and start anything until Saturday. I stayed silent other than on this program. I didn't make any posts about it until Saturday. The post of the young man was already out there. I reposted it in the picture of the shooters. The shooter that is on the left side has a black cap on with the Pro Bass logo on it. He has tennis on that has a black top and a white bottom. I can't define what kind of tennis they are. I don't wear tennis. But I know, and I'm going to try to add that picture here while I'm on the show, that the tennis that this young man has is white on the bottom. What are you talking about, like? So I said that there is a similarity. I did not say that he's the killer. Now, his grandmama goes on Facebook Live yesterday. I didn't see it until today when somebody sent it to me. You want to attack me, Tracy Johnson. You want to come for Thaddeus Matthews. I don't like that fat, four-eyed motherfucker, no way. I've been waiting to come at his ass. He needs to interview me. Well, here's your motherfucking chance. Here's your chance. Here is your chance, Tracy. Because I got something I want to ask you, several questions I want to ask you about the young man anyway. The young man is more than welcome to call me. I don't run from an interview. I love interviews. I love asking the tough questions. So if you want to call in Tracy, grandmama, no, not Dolph's grandmother, no. Please listen so that you can comprehend what I say. You are more than welcome. In fact, I invite you, Grandma Tracy, I invite you to call me Because that's some questions I want to ask you about the young man. My number is area code 901 231 9239. 901 231 9239. Then if you don't understand, just be quiet and you'll probably understand. You ain't got to ask me no questions. Please. I don't know who's the killer. I know some of these young dummies are getting on social media talking about they did it. I see these young guys on here who stole the chains or have stole chains from Dolph, wearing them on screen. These young motherfuckers are so crazy that you commit a crime and you go on social media and talk about it. Why y'all mad at me? Y'all running your goddamn mouths. Y'all proud to be crooks, criminals, and wannabe killers. So here I is. I listened to that shit that you said about me. That's all right. I laughed at your ass. Because I've had more important people and bigger people to come at me than you. But you're the grandmother. You're the grandmother. No, y'all come here asking me 1,000 damn questions. Listen. You're the grandmother. And if your actions are the way that you address me, you never met me, you never talked to me. You talk about you've been waiting on me for years. Here I am. You want an interview with me? You want me to interview you? Here I am. All you got to do, Tracy Johnson, just call me. You've been waiting to have something to say to me. Okay. Did you think that I was not going to respond? I didn't know about it. You was telling everybody to call me yesterday. Here I am, Tracy. But I got some questions. And see, you can't come on my show and just run off at the goddamn mouth. I respect you as long as you respect me. But there's some questions I need to ask you about the young man. Your relationship with him. Come on, Tracy. I look at this picture. And I look at all the young men that are saying that they're responsible. Some are wanting to think that it was an outside hit. I never thought that. A hit, yes. The work was too sloppy to be professional. Very sloppy. Not professional at all. But Lyman, you gone. You worry about my haircut. And if I'm growing my hair out, you gone. That's not even important. Whatever I do with my hair, my big old head, I do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. There's so many stories, and I've looked at social media, especially on Instagram, and there are a lot of lies that are out there. Then somebody got mad at me because of what I said about black youngster and him having a car, a white two-door Mercedes Benz. Where's the lie? See, somebody close to black youngster called me Friday. And I went to their office. And they gave me paperwork. I don't go looking for a lot of this shit. I don't go looking for. He has a 2015 Mercedes-Benz C300. That's a 4-door. Then he has a 2017 Mercedes-Benz C300 that is white. That's a 2-door. Then number WDWJ4JB4HF360384. I didn't go looking for it. Also with this list that was given to me, well, I need security, Mocha, Chocolate. Mind your goddamn business. I got me. You handle you, goddammit. 2015 Jeep Wagner Sport. And also his bulletproof truck. 2017 GMC Yukon. Then number 1 GKS2HKJXHR35675. I didn't go looking for it. Now that person won't even answer my phone calls. Someone that was close to black. See, I keep telling you motherfuckers, you gotta watch the folk that's closest to you. Don't watch them folk that you call strangers. I got the receipts right here. I didn't go looking for this. I better stay out these folks' business before I'm next. Then motherfucker, you can't do no more to me than you gonna do. When I get scared, it's time for me to get off the motherfucking TV. Motherfucker, is you gonna do anything to me? See, that's what's wrong with our society and us as a people now. We're scared. I have stated nothing that ain't information, that ain't public knowledge. It ain't no motherfucker, it ain't no big secret. You got every motherfucking thing you drive got a damn VIN number. You can go to the Department of Motor Registration and get a VIN number and any information on any vehicle that anybody have. Mocha Chocolate, you say one more motherfucking word, your motherfucking ass off my goddamn page. I ain't worried about who they kill. Goddamn. All you scary motherfuckers. You scared to live. You scared to breathe. This city is in total turmoil. Well, they get in their black ass and they get back all that I got for them, then that's what it is. But isn't it strange? You don't want to kill the white man. You don't want to go over to channel 13. You don't want to go to channel 3 and kill nobody over there. But you want to come at me. I didn't go looking for this shit. I'm posting more than the police. Brother, it's been a target on my back for 41 years. This ain't the first story that I did like this. Okay? This ain't the first time. If I was scared to speak on it, I broke the Cheryl Wright story. I gave you facts on the Cheryl Wright story that nobody else could give you. And many others. I'm careful. I watch my back. I am armed at all times. I don't go take a shit without my peace. This city is in turmoil. And some of you listening right now know who these individuals are. Don't you think that the police and investigators watch my page? Don't you think they look to my page to get clues that they haven't thought of? So I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You don't like it, motherfucker, you gone. I'm safe. I stay safe. I watch my back. No, I'm not. I've watched things on Instagram all around the country that you picked up on what I said. But I'm still wanting Tracy to call me because I'd like to have a very sincere conversation with her. There is something wrong with the mindset of these young men. Something's wrong with the mindset. Ma'am, you talked all that shit about me yesterday. I just want you, I just want you to have the opportunity to say it to me. These young men have disrupted this city. People are fearful of becoming a statistic. The politicians in this town don't care. But when they find the killer, because I don't think it's but one alive now, I looked at when they told the car from where it was hidden on Saturday. One of the windows had been shot out. That means that the person that we see, the little skinny person that we see running behind the vehicle with the weapon, must have got a shot off. These ain't no mother. Somebody said, "Get out of these kids." These ain't no motherfucking kids. These are demons. Demons from the very pits of hell that came to give our society hell. The car was hidden. One of the windows was shot out. It's safe to say that probably the driver, the passenger rather, was hit. I've been trying to find out. Saturday morning, a fellow was dropped off at the hospital. They just pushed him out the car and left him there. He died of a gunshot wound. Whoever calling me from Helena, West Helena, I don't want to talk to you right now. You died of a gunshot wound. Let me see if this trace it all. Oh, it's gone. He died. I'm just thinking that this was one of the shooters. If you trace it. But this call was coming from Helena, Arkansas. I know this where one of my callers calls me from. I don't know who the young man was that was killed. That wasn't you, Tasha? Okay. Well, if that's you, Tracy, call back. I thought that was you, Tasha.
Hello,
Someone called me. Who is this?
this is James.
Who are you and what do you want?
I want to know what is the topic for the show today?
Motherfucker, listen. No, I don't know where the bullet hit the person that's dead. Yesterday evening, I get a call from someone in law enforcement that tells me that a young man had been shot 2 doors from where the car was found. The address that he gave me originally was not where the shot took place. And dog rough, you're gone. Plus, you ain't got no face on my page. And I took that house down, but then I found out that someone from that address called 911. And when you call 911, that's the address that goes out. But the law enforcement individual that I talked with, some motherfucker asked me to recap. Motherfucker, you have to be on time. The law enforcement officer said that what his thoughts were that this young man was shot because they felt, that's the killers in that group, that this was the individual that told the police where the car was parked. I put on the page, the guy's name is Desmond Rogers that was shot. I put on the page that he had been shot on Bradley, 2 doors down, and that is rumored. I said alleged. I said the word alleged is going to go over some of these motherfuckers' heads. So I put the word rumored in parentheses. Rumor. I didn't state it was a fact. I stated that it was a rumor. But I found out that there are so many folk in this town that don't even know what the word rumor means. You talking about our family. Let us grieve. It's hard for us right now. It's news. Understand that no matter what you say, it's still news. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's the news. That's what I've been doing for years. Some of you dumb motherfuckers can't read. Or if you read, you can read to comprehend. You don't know what words mean. Yes, there's been over 10 murders since Dope was killed. And I think that those murders are just as important as the murder of young Dolph. Those family members are grieving as well. So, and all you little dumb motherfuckers that's on Facebook, I invite your little dumb asses to call me. I invite you to call me. You can't read. So I put the definition rumor of that. I don't know if it helps some of the GED's class, but I hope that I was some help to you. Some of you are saying that the cookie place is going to open back up tomorrow. Did you think that they wouldn't? Come on. Did you think that they wouldn't? You're going to get $150,000. You think that they wouldn't? You think they're going back on Airways Boulevard? But don't it seem strange that they're going to open the grand opening tomorrow? Less than a week than it happened? Seems like it was already planned. But I don't want to go into that because shit. If y'all want to give to that, go to it. Go fund me over $70,000. If you want to do it, then that's you. I ain't gonna tell nobody not to. But I won't be. I think, and I'll say it again, he ain't been buried. Less than 24 hours after the killing, they had a GoFundMe in place. I don't think they intended to use the insurance claim. You don't get no insurance claim done the next day, no way. I think it was a money grab. And I got part of their sister who left Marquitas and started Butterific. Hell, I didn't know at the time I went the other day they was the same people. But they paid me, and that's all that's important. They paid me. But I think it was absolutely too quick. To get a GoFundMe. At least wait till the man got buried. Now that's just my feeling on that. That was my granddaughter's friend's baby. Got shot 5 times. His dad passed away. I don't even know what you're talking about. I think it's tacky. They got a preaching woman that set it up. Now, do y'all think she gonna get all that? They gonna get all that money? Some woman preacher named Kia Moore. Do y'all think they gonna get all that money? Come on. Do you think they gonna get all that money? No. But when all of this boils down, it's gonna be somebody in his crew. But what's going on? I mean, what's the beef all about? Where do I think the money's gonna go? I think some of it's gonna go to preacher woman Kia Moore. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm also hearing that Former police director Tony Armstrong is advising the current police director. She don't want to be called director. She wants to be called chief. I told you months ago. So I said, damn, windows don't cost $70,000. Mm-hmm. Not even bulletproof glass. Mm-hmm. But that ain't the first problem. They've had a break-in there too. Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting for you, Miss Tracy Johnson. My number is area code 231-9239. Can I get you to call me, Miss Johnson? I'd love to have a conversation with you. A very intelligent conversation. Let's see if this you. Hello?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Who's this and what do you want?
How you doing, sir? I was wondering, sir, why did you have your pistol with you when the guy started?
Sir, why the fuck you calling me? Man, get off my motherfucking phone.
Pistol with you when you didn't have it with you?
Call from.
There he is.
Who?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
And who is this, please? Who is this? You just a dumb motherfucker that's gonna hold a goddamn phone?
Call from.
And you hating ass men, check between your woman's legs to see how more she is sitting there watching me. All of this sexiness. Don't come me with that bullshit. I'm having information sent to me even. Dr. Kia Moore made a post. How, quick update, Mr. and Mrs. Hill have asked me to manage their GoFundMe for Makita's Cookies downtown. I'm setting it up shortly. If you see any of the requests for funds using GoFundMe, it is not theirs. I'm working with Raven as I speak. Yeah, you gonna set it up all right, baby. Then she said 4 days ago, this family will likely have to close for 3 to 4 weeks, and that means no revenue and no payments for their staff. They need security and counseling. Hell, we all need security in this city and some counseling. Jessica? Jessica?
Voicemail, press 2.
Jessica?
Who?
Well, that's what it says, Jessica. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm sitting here watching your live.
Who the fuck are, wait, ma'am, who are you?
You are full of shit, sir. And
Some of you closet project motherfuckers, you poor housing motherfuckers who want a come up on the death of this young man. That's who's calling me. So you ain't got nothing of substance to say. So you call me with your bullshit. Let's see what your real name was again. Y'all call her an access, Jessica Simpson.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Ma'am, why do you keep calling Jessica Simpson?
because I'm coming to your church. What's the name of your church?
Ma'am, why are you foolish? How old are you?
What's the name of your church?
Bitch, how old are you? Bitch, how old are you?
For real, Pastor. Pastor, for real, do not hang up on me because this is I'm so serious. What is the name of your church?
Bitch, what you want to know? My church is Naked Truth, Liberation, and
Huh?
ma'am, what are you calling me for?
Because I want to know what's the name of your church. Because I just want to know what the fuck do you preach? Because I'm just watching you. You is a man.
I'm a what?
You is a mess. Like, you is full fucking fledged. And this ain't no godly talk. So you something different. But
You motherfucking right. This ain't godly. It ain't godly because I'm dealing with you motherfucking. Bitch, bye. Go suck your mama's ass. Shit, bitch. This ain't supposed to be godly. You can't deal godly with you demons. Jessica Simpson. Let me give y'all her number so y'all can call this bitch and tell her to quit calling me. What's her number is? Area code 901-364-3754. 901-364-3754. See, what y'all want to do is play. You don't want to deal with the seriousness of what's going on.
To accept, press 1.
All right, who is this?
bitch ass nigga.
Ma'am, you had to get you another phone. Boy, I got you heathens upset, ain't it? Because I'm talking about your no good ass children. The motherfuckers you have raised. You didn't raise these little heathen motherfuckers. Now they running loose in the city. I hope somebody get them. They're around here killing folk in this community. And you sorry mamas and daddies. Well, probably ain't no daddies. Probably ain't no daddies. You sorry mamas. You sorry mamas. Look at what you're doing. You have turned these demons loose on our society. And you can't blame the white man for this. This whole problem goes back to you sorry ass mamas and daddies. You fucked the Greyhound, and now these motherfuckers are racing around the community after the goddamn rabbit. It's your fault, mamas. When you sat on the front row of the pew at your son's funeral, understand it's your fault. You gave him no raising. You gave him no discipline. You never gave him any words of encouragement. You let him loose in the streets. You let him do whatever he wanted to do. This generation of young men is a lost generation. Jessica Simpson, we ain't gonna talk to your ugly ass no more. Bitch, go dig your man up and kiss that bitch in her grave. It's your fault. Jessica, you probably got 9, 10 babies. Where the 9, 10 daddies at? You fucking to be fucking producing children in our society that don't give a damn. You're sad. Y'all sad. It's sad. And you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Who is this?
Hey, Big Bird,
This, this who?
Bird.
Who is Bird?
I'm just watching the live. I'm calling you to tell you I talked to Tracy. I'm just calling you to tell you what you said. She
Oh.
said that you're on live going on and on and on about her live because you know she's not on Facebook and her grandson asked her.
She was on, wait a minute. She was on Facebook last night when she went off on me.
That's what I'm saying, Fabulous. Shit, I wanted her to come to the last too, but well, check the inbox because we inboxed you too.
She did what?
Who said this? Check your inbox.
Check my inbox for what? I don't want to read. I want to talk.
No, we ain't come out reading that. But anyway,
She said she said she ain't gonna call me because of what?
her grandson asked her not to because what is he, an artist? And it's gonna mess up his little record deal that he has going on. So she's not gonna join the live at all.
It's gonna mess up his record deal.
That's what I'm just saying what you said. It doesn't make sense, but she said.
Wait a minute. She said she ain't gonna talk to me because her grandson asked her not to talk to me,
Not to call on this show
and it's gonna mess up his record deal.
because he an artist.
He ain't no artist.
What is that thing? Because I don't even know.
Wait a minute.
He a
He how many records he done sold?
I don't know. But that's all I called in for. I was calling Fluffy one answer. So there you go. That's what she said. So she ain't making no.
That's what she said.
Her number in the comments though. Her number in the comments. That is her number.
I ain't look. What's her number, baby? Because I ain't looking in the comments.
Hold on, let me get it out my phone. Her number,
Wait a minute, I ain't got no goddamn pen. What is it?
I'm here fooling. It's 901-210-5805.
5805. All right.
Yep, and she said you can call her.
5805. 580. Okay. 5805. 5805. 5805. 5805.
Hello?
May I speak with Tracy, please?
Who is that?
Huh?
Who is this?
That is Matthews.
Hold on.
Huh?
She said she'll talk to you on her time.
No. She did all that smart talking yesterday on the live. She said she wanted to be interviewed by me. I'm ready to interview her.
Yeah. Mhm.
She said, "What now?"
She's going to talk to you on her time, out of
No,
respect for
no,
her child
no. She
and
don't talk
her
to me.
grandchild.
No.
I said what I said, Daddy. Don't come
Well,
for me. I said what I
baby, I
said.
don't even know you.
She
I don't know
said
you, and I
she
don't know
don't
her.
want to
But I saw her
interview with
running her
you.
goddamn mouth yesterday, and I wanted to give her the
She said
opportunity.
that she do not want to interview with you at this moment in
Okay,
time.
y'all see, she full of shit. She full of shit. You talk all this shit about me yesterday. How low life that I am. I'm pissy. I'm four-eyed, and no, she said I was double lens four-eyed. God damn. I'm a fat motherfucker. You know, you've had your only opportunity to talk to me. So y'all can tell her when she talks again that what she's saying ain't shit. Yes, that's what she said, double lens. I said, yeah, I had to take these motherfuckers off and look at them myself. Did she think I wasn't gonna call her? Talked about me like I was a scalded dog. They done poured all the goddamn water on the dog. Please don't think that I wasn't gonna call you, Tracy. This is a shame. Yeah. Oh, your side hurt because she said double in. And said I was pissy. I ain't never peed on her. Now I'm kinky, but goddamn, I ain't never peed on nobody. I ain't never let nobody pee on me. Damn. So while you talking about a record deal, be careful not to end up in jail, in prison, brother. I looked at the somebody sent me that live she did yesterday. Yeah, she said I was pissy. All old folk ain't pissing that goddamn it. That's a goddamn insult to the old men. God damn it. Shit. Pissy. God damn. Pastor Brian Bartlett, man, now I'm pissy. I'm an old pissy motherfucker. Damn. Why I can look at whatever the fuck I want to look at in my house, baby. She told me don't come for her. And she did about 10, 20 minutes. Who is this? You keep calling me.
To accept, press 1.
Brother, you keep dialing my number. What do you want?
Man, keep my family's name off your
Who is your family? Who is your family?
nigga, the motherfuckers you talking about. Keep us
Who is your family?
your fucking show.
Who is your family? Give me a name.
Keep my family's name out your mouth.
Give me a name. Give me a name of your family member. What? I'm talking about a lot of folks. Who your family member?
She's watch. Keep my fucking family out your mouth and all
Who your family?
motherfuckers.
Who your family? Who your family? Man, and I don't take threats. And it's probably not even a real phone call. So it's got an Arlington thing. I'm sure Homicide is watching so that they can get any clues that they can get. And I want them to get all the clues that they can. Because we got to stop this mess. We got to stop that. Mrs. R, you gone from my page. Miss Carter. Damn. Don't call my family. Should have a little bass in your voice. Well, you're talking to a man with a voice like mine. At least put some bass in your voice. But I think that before this week is out, somebody will be in custody. I predict that by Thanksgiving, they'll have one or two of the killers in custody. And I think that once they get one in custody, it's going to be like the Mississippi Mass Choir. There's going to be a whole lot of singing going on. Because whoever is behind this is going to go to prison for life. And, I've been trying to figure out what is so important that these young guys are acting like this? How come everybody wants to be a goddamn rapper? How come everybody want to be a rapper? Don't nobody want to be no doctors and lawyers no more. Radio and TV announcers. He said, I'm gonna have time to add his picture to the show. Just take a whole lot of technical stuff. Did I save his picture? Got to know if I put it up. Okay. I'm gonna try it out. Are you as tired of this in this town? Are you tired of folk not raising their children? And why is it? Is it all part of the get rich quick scheme? It's easy to say Dolph was worth $5 to $8 million. Gotti probably worth the same thing. Is it the jealousy of the game that has these young men as foolish as they are? How many of them young man was shot the other day in the Oak Court Mall while holding his 2-month-old son, was shot 5 times. These young men, I'm gonna see while I'm talking if I can do this. These young men have no regards for life. The dad died, the child is still fighting.
Jessica Wilson.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's on your mind, Ms. Wilkerson?
You stay worried about somebody else's kids. Go dig your son up. How about that?
Well, I ain't got no shovel, baby.
Well, you need one because you stay talking about somebody, women, and kids. Then a drunk driver hit your slow ass son, hit your project living ass son.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't living in the projects, baby. No, wait a minute, baby. Everybody ain't your neighbor. Everybody ain't your neighbor.
Is his tombstone bigger than your motherfucking altar at your church?
Do what now?
Worry about your kids. Worry about your kids.
How many you got? How many children you got? Ain't you got? Ain't you got about 8 children? Ain't you got about 8 children? Huh?
I don't got no motherfucking kids.
Yes, you do. You a lying ass. You sound like you got about 10.
Yes, son,
You got 10.
Rise out the outfit and put some roses on your little nigga grave.
I do. Every now and then I drive out that way.
It's
I
the
do.
wintertime. Go visit your little nigga.
Oh, baby, baby, that don't bother me.
I'm starting to think you ain't no pastor. I'm just starting to think you using a pastor role.
Baby, you can't even think. Bitch, you can't even
If
think.
that kid had to look left and right, maybe you wouldn't have this motherfucking problem.
Baby, you can't even think with all them motherfucking babies you got.
This nigga slow. But I'm saying, and you go worry about your own kids.
No, I'm worried about yours, baby. I'm worried about yours because we got to, baby, I'm worried about yours because everybody got to feed your children.
Sip your liquor, and talk to me nicely, because I'm saying, didn't somebody fuck your baby out?
Didn't somebody fuck my what?
Didn't somebody fuck your baby out? Didn't a drunk driver hit your son?
Yeah. Drunk driver killed him dead.
Well, be praying for God. Be praying and wishing good on God.
I can't do nothing about my son being dead. I can't do nothing about my son being dead. I can't do nothing about Duck being dead. I can't do nothing about none of these motherfuckers are dead.
Women and kids. I wouldn't donate to them nigga pastor church that you fucking preaching at.
Okay. Okay. Now what?
I'm just saying, Pastor.
Well, no. See now, wait a minute. How you gonna call? Wait a minute. How you gonna call me pastor? And you say I ain't one. Is his tombstone bigger than my office? Wait a minute. Baby, wait a minute. Look, listen to how silly you sound. Is his tombstone?
Is your son's tombstone bigger than the house that you stick that motherfucking Bible on? Wherever you sit your Bible with Jesus pictures and stuff, that's the house.
Why I got Jesus pictures at?
If you spit
Wait a minute. Why I got Jesus? Why Jesus pictures at? Bitch, man. Bitch, I'm tired of talking to the goddamn illiterate. It's a tombstone bigger than this office. Goddamn, bitch. Is this what this generation is all about? These little dumb motherfuckers. They ain't got damn sense. Baby, you talk about my son, don't bother me. He dead. I was at the funeral. He dead. I can preach the funeral. You just a gullible mentality bitch. And y'all get mad when I call you out your name. Well, damn, baby. That's what you is. Damn. I know your mama disappointed. No, your mama probably acted just like you. And you couldn't come up with nothing, baby, about my dead son. Yeah, he dead. Yeah, he got hit by a drunk driver. Yes. Now what? Now what? Come on. Now what? Is this what makes me mad? No, he is dead. You ain't tell no lie. I ain't gonna get mad at you because you talk about my son. He can't hear you, I don't guess. But if that's the best you got when you come at me, come on, baby. Bless your little heart. Bless your little heart. Trying to find this picture. And see, here's the thing with today's young people. Yeah, she from Memphis. She from the gutter. Here's what's so pitiful about it. They don't care about his death. Oh, they pretending. They going putting balloons and shit and flowers. But these motherfuckers don't care. Someone asked me, had I been down to the memorial? No. For what? What am I going and putting a teddy bear on the ground for? Come on. Why? Let's go to Atlanta.
Quentin Jordan.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Who is this?
Quentin Jordan.
Corky.
Quentin.
Who?
Quentin.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I was just trying to tell you, stop, don't even argue with them low budget hoes. Them hoes, they ain't been shit. They stop. So, have 2, 3 babies and go straight to goddamn welfare service. And then you made a statement earlier. I made a comment on Instagram. The reason why they not trying to grow up to be doctors and lawyers because the mama's not attracting doctors and lawyers. That's
Okay.
the problem right there.
They mamas ain't attracting doctors and lawyers.
Hell no, they ain't. You really believe a doctor or lawyer gonna give good bitches like that a chance?
No, see, bitches like that, are only good to be fucked.
That's it. That's it. Them bitches ain't shit riding or walking.
Riding on.
Them bitches ain't shit but riding or walking. They tired. By the time they don't turn 30, they don't have what, 10? Shit, the oldest is damn near, you might as well just say that's your little brother.
Damn.
Shit.
All right, bro.
The oldest son 20. Man, hold on with you, man.
And she ain't but 30. All right, brother. That's all them kind of women worth. Getting fucked. That
I'm
ain't,
not sure I understand.
I was talking about getting fucked. Did you understand that, Siri? That's all some of those women are worth. If you're a woman with decent morals, you got respect for yourself, you're a different breed than these young women that's coming up now. These women that's hanging with these so-called rappers. And everybody wants the quick money. You don't want to study for any type of profession. Okay? When you listen to young folk on this program, you hear what y'all letting out the house. Do y'all see what y'all letting out the house? What y'all raising? What y'all feeding? Can't even speak the king's language. Can't speak the king's language. All you want to do is get fucked. You don't care who fuck you. You just want some dick. You don't want nothing out of life. And these guys that's out here, the killers of young Dolph, the killers of all these young men that lost their lives last week, Can you tell me what you're so angry about? Can you tell me what you're angry about? You don't know yourselves, do you? You don't know why you're angry. You don't know why you're mad. If you were to ask those killers, why you kill Thor? Why you kill it? You wouldn't even have the answer. You're just mad to be mad. I can't even unpin this statement. You're just mad to be mad. Here's a young man doing well for himself. Real well for himself. Then brought himself up. Brought himself up out of nowhere. Did for himself. And you come along and snatch his life away. And many of you want to be mad at white folk. Why are you mad at white folk? I don't blame white folk for not wanting to live next door to you. I don't want to live next door to you. I'm as scared of you as the white folk is. I'm scared to live next door to you. Man in the mall the other day. Holding his 2-month-old child. I don't know what the circumstance was. Five shots. The baby was hit. The man was hit. The baby dies. The man dies. Why? Why is there so much hatred among black folk? Who is this? Hello? Hello? Okay.
Our medics and officials have cleared everyone
Why are we angry as a people? Why do we hate each other? We don't hate the white man. We love the white man. Why do we hate each other? What we saw with the death of all of these people, we're seeing pure demonic hatred. Y'all ain't raising your children right. You ain't raising your children. You don't give a damn about their lives. Go and get the clothes ready for the funerals. And the sad thing is, many of these young people, many of these young men don't expect to live to 30 years old. They think 30 is old age. Look, Thanksgiving is this week. And for those of you who are business owners, let me play these commercials. We'll come back, and I got a special gift. Is there any business owners on the page before I do it? Any business persons that's watching me? Any business owners? I can't get the comment unpinned. I got a deal for all of you that are business owners. Leslie Vishanta, are you in Memphis? Keith Glenn, are you in Memphis? Kimberly Tell. Let me tell you what I'm going to do for the holiday weekend. And this is the craziest deal that I've ever given. Any of you business owners got $100. Josh Johnson, graphic design business, okay. Do any of you business owners have $100? Here's what I'm going to do for you tonight, and tonight only, up until midnight. I will give you 2 weeks of advertising on this show. And you can see this show is watched by thousands. First night I did this show with Dove, we did 25,000 just on Instagram. I mean, just on the Pastor YouTube channel. If you got $100 tonight, I will give you 2 weeks of advertising for $100. You ain't never heard that. Now I can do it because it's mine. I'll give you 2 weeks of advertising. It'll be a read commercial where I'll talk about your business on this show, and I'll talk about you on my radio show that hits 5 radio stations every day. Do you know that every week tens of thousands of people see me and listen to me? Many of them don't like me, but they hear. I'm going to give you only tonight. Only tonight. I said 2 weeks. Then I just said 2 weeks. 2 weeks for $100. All you gotta do is send me my $100 and send me information about your business. If it ain't nothing but a business card. Thank you, Mario. $100. Send it to my Cash App. $ Naked Truth Ministries. Franklin, Tennessee, I don't want to talk to you right now. Quentin, Jordan, I got folk in Atlanta that listen to me. I can read about your business. Go see Miss Mary, Miss Mary's Neck Bone Factory, 123 North Main Street. She got the best neck bones in town. She got beef neck bones. She got pork neck bones. She got neck bones that make you go, You'll sing the Camel Soup song, eating her neck bones. Go by and see Miss Mary at the Neck Bone Place, such and such address. I got you. Okay. I got you. If you got a business, how we send payment? You send on the Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries. Okay. $ Naked Truth Ministries. That's all you got to do. And put it in my inbox, a card, and a number to call you. And you can be on the air. Hell, you can be on the radio in the morning. I'm on 5 days a week. I'll be on the radio every day this week. Wednesday is my last day for the week doing the show. Unless something tragic happens and I'll go live from wherever I am. But it's my plan to be off Thursday and Friday. I'll be in Mississippi after I do my morning show. I'm on my way to Kosciuszko, Mississippi for a big blues show. Then a blues show Saturday in Tunica. All right. So, if you want the advertising package, you can get it now. Send the $100, $ Naked Truth Ministry. Somebody said we went from Dolph to neck bones. Dolph dead. Real simple. He dead. Business, my business goes on whether he's dead or not. Okay? Don't try to orchestrate how I do the show. I spent almost 2 hours talking about Dolph and the things around him. Dolph ain't coming back. Okay? Dolph is not coming back. But let's try to keep anybody else from going where he is. Okay? Let's try to keep anybody else. Damn.
Charlie,
Man, if I'm not answering the phone, what does that mean to you?
I've got a proclamation for the show.
Sir, if I am not answering your call, what does that mean? You keep, you keep, you keep.
People trying to call in.
Okay, maybe I don't want to talk to you,
You don't want to hear the truth?
sir. I don't want to talk to you. You calling me back to back, back to back. Something will tell you if you see me talking.
I know who killed Dolphin. I know who killed Dolphin.
Yeah, I know you do, brother.
You want to hear the truth?
It's bad, man.
You want to hear the truth?
No. No, I don't. So I can just pick up on your vibes with the call gonna be foolishness. Memphis Reigns in Christ, quit preaching on my goddamn page. I'll get your motherfucking ass off. If you want to do all that scriptures and all that stuff, do it from your pulpit on Sundays, not for mine during the week. I'm talking about Dolph because it's news. I'm trying to save somebody that's alive. Ain't nothing we can do for Dolph. Nothing at all. Nothing. He dead. Whether you want to let it come out of your mouth or not, he's dead. Now how many more got to die? Now Christ don't compel me to let your motherfucking ass do shit or block you. Go preach at home. He dead, y'all. He ain't coming back. And I don't care how much you want to sit around here and talk about how great Dolph is tonight and how much you love it, you don't want to join him. You don't want to join him. You don't want to be singing in the heavenly choir. Our mission now must become, who can we save now? Who can we save now? What other young man can we save? What young woman's life can we save? What old man's life can we save, or the older woman? Okay? Bishop Jackson, you don't represent the body of Christ, our clergy. Fuck clergy. The body of Christ. We're all the body of Christ. Here come one of you motherfuckers, preachers. But you on my page, brother. I don't represent what you want me to represent. Fuck you. I ain't gonna put no goddamn robe on and then one of them stiff ass collars around my neck. I'm gonna speak truth to power. And if that bothers you, kiss my ass, Bishop. To shit, push you back. Now, Bishop, you gone. I'm going to tell it just like it is. And I know that bothers some of you. Because you don't want to hear the truth. The truth don't sound good. It don't sound the way you want it to sound. Dolph's wife has spoken out. Let me listen to her.
Okay, hey y'all. I
This is
decided
Dolph's
to
wife.
come on today. It's been a minute, just because my emotions and just my thoughts have just been obviously just so all over the place. Just a lot of different emotions from everything that I've experienced. And like I've been trying to make sense of so much, right? I've been trying to make sense of like just where we are in the times, like in terms of like everything just seeming so hateful, like from police brutality to like non-black on white crimes. But then like I had to face a tragedy within my own like household, or not household, but my family dynamic, and we experienced black on black crime. And for me, that was like something else. It's like we getting all of this hate from all over, from all of these different areas, and then we give that same hate to our own people within our own community, right? And it's just so messed up because it's like I'm seeing these protests going on as I'm mourning and grieving my brother's loss, and I'm just like, man, like we shouting loud, we're fighting hard for our voices to be heard, for non-black people to respect us and to realize and acknowledge that Black Lives Matter, because I do believe I'm black. I do believe Black Lives Matter. But I'm like, what about to our fellow black peers and just our community? Like, why don't we treat our lives like we matter amongst one another? Like I know more people
Wait a
that
minute.
have
If it's an
died
old video,
at the
let me
hands
listen to it.
of
Goddammit.
a black person
Damn.
committing a crime against them than I do personally know someone who's been murdered, or what I'm saying, attacked by a non-black person. And although I know I'm not trying to diminish the value of us experiencing police hate crimes and police brutality that's driven by racism or whatnot, I'm not diminishing that, but it's just still very hurtful to me that even once we get a conviction or we get bills to be put in place to where non-black people have to value our lives, what about what remains within our own communities where we don't value each other? And so it breaks my heart, because literally my heart is broken because I lost such an important person to me due to a senseless crime, and it was his black brother. Like they even discussed, my brother even tried to be like, look, we're going to be responsible men, we're going to handle this decently, let's come up with an agreement. He tried to do that, and that wasn't good. It's just death over honor, like literally that's the code that people live by, and especially within our community, and we hurt each other time and time again. And I'm just like, what are we gonna do about that? Like, I've never experienced this type of pain before, but I know it's so many people that have. They've experienced this, and I'm just like, what can be done? Literally, I was just watching, a news clipping where someone pulled in front of a house and let off like 70 rounds, right? And I get that it's all type of backstories and reasonings behind, but really, like, man, it should not be no reason, like, for you to bring so much havoc, wreak so much havoc on someone else, take lives, like, without even thinking about everybody else that's associated and attached to these lives and what it will do for them, man. Like, it's so much of that, and it's like a vicious cycle. You hurt my family, I'm hurt yours. I hurt your family, you're gonna hurt mine, and it just keeps going. And it's like, what are we gonna do to combat that? What are we gonna do to end that? How can we protest against that? How can we shame the people within our community to like the utmost way of shaming someone? I don't know, like what to do, but putting our heads together, like when are we gonna come and put our heads together to figure out what can be done? And that's where my head has been. And I've just been silent because it's like, I don't want to come off like, oh, my hurt is bigger than, everybody else's hurt or anything like that. But it's just like, my hurt is real. I got to acknowledge it. And this is like, I really wonder, like, what are we going to do? Like, I'm literally stuck in this place where like they robbed me at gunpoint, right? It was during the holidays, and it was like they didn't look at me like I was their sister, like I could be, you know what I'm saying, they little cousin, like nothing. Um, yeah, like they literally could have taken my life, and then it's just like this happened to
And
my
this
brother,
is
and I
speaking
literally
before that. But why y'all so concerned about what I'm listening to on my show? She was saying some righteous stuff. So why are you concerned about what she's saying on my show? You understand? It ain't your business. If I'm listening to it, okay. If I'm listening to it, Ken, fuck you. I've given you the right information. I've given you the information that you need. And if you don't like what I do on this show, Ken, let's let's make it work for you. Okay. What you need to know, you know. You know as much as most folk know. I've given you a lot of information if you stay on my page. Okay. You want who the killer is? I don't know. I have some ideas. So does the homicide division of the Memphis Police Department. There's a lot going on with this case. There are people who have been questioned by the police. There are some people who think that even though they were questioned, they're scot free. I ain't telling you what I'm thinking, I'm telling you what I know. And not to hurt their investigation, there are some things I'm not even telling you. Those things are not your business as of yet. But there are people that the police is watching. Don't think that the homicide division of the police department is not doing their due diligence on this, because they are. You know, and the ignorance of our people is not even alarming anymore. What about the shooting in Kyville? What about it? There was a shooting in Kyville. What do you want me to say about it? Other than there was a shooting in Kyville that they think that the car that killed, that held the killers of Dolph was in. What more you want me to say about it? Okay. There are some many things that are happening right now. But I just tell you to be careful. That's my mission to you. Be careful. So you want it all to be over. It wasn't Covington. You wanted to be all over with in 2 days. This ain't the first 48. There are clues and details that the police is working on. There are people that the police are letting think that you're okay. Because one thing that's for sure is that these individuals are going to tell on themselves. I didn't say no goddamn Collierville. I said Covington. They are going to tell on themselves. Never curse on the dang what I'm talking about. Get you a gun. You don't need a permit to carry one in Memphis. But if you go to Mississippi into the casinos, you need a permit. Go to a gun class. Some of you just anxious for the news. And you don't know that all of this stuff has to be worked. It has to be detailed. Motherfucker, quit putting that bullshit on my page about a shout out. Bitch, bye. You gone off the page. I hate city grown folks. Let me show you how it really is. You gone. Are you prepared for the war? Somebody is going to crack. Somebody is going to tell when the pressure is placed on them. I mean real pressure. And the threat of going to prison for the rest of your life. When that thought hits you, when that thought hits you, and you figure out that the rest of your life, you're 20 some years old, and you want to live your whole life behind bars. You're going to think about it. You're going to tell on somebody. And this thing about you're going to stay true to the streets, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. I don't know nobody I want to go to jail for the rest of my life for. I ain't even going to jail for the rest of my life for a child. But man, I ain't going to do it. And whoever did it, they're having some restless nights. Because they're trying to figure out who in their circle is going to tell it first. With $500,000 out there, somebody going to tell it. With a $500,000 bounty on your head, don't nobody like you that much. I can't think of nobody I like that much. $500,000 or tell on you. That answer is real simple. I'm going to be the one to tell it. I'm going to be the one that snitch. $500,000 in cash? You say it's mine, all I got to do is tell you who killed him? I'm going to tell who killed. I'm going to give you their address, their mama's address, the telephone number, where they like to go and have a drink. Y'all stay true to the streets there if you want. You stay true to the streets if you want. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time out for the killing. It's time out for that. It's time out for the petty jealousiness. It's time out. Yeah, somebody said they walked $500,000. They walked the police up to the front door. Is Pookie at home? Pookie, you know you shot that man. Come on out. These police people want to talk to you. Come on. I know you did it. You told me. These were not hired assassins. If you that stupid. If they were, they need to go back to assassin training because their work was sloppy. Y'all really think, if somebody think that the killers got paid more than $1 million and still in Memphis? Okay. All right, I'm going to get ready to go. I'm play these commercials on the end of the show. It's 9 o'clock. If you want to advertise on this show, you're getting 2 weeks. I don't want to talk to nobody else. Thank you. You're going to get 2 weeks for $100. You ain't never heard of that. And I ain't never, after midnight tonight is over with. $100. $100. 2 weeks of extensive advertising. Go to my inbox on Facebook. Leave your name and your name and number. Instagram, you can do the same. Those of you on Facebook, go to my personal email, thaddeus.matthews@gmail.com. All right. Let me get these commercials on here. And thank you all. Hey, join me on the radio in the morning. All right. Okay. Let me get these commercials on here.
Taste a piece of peace. Located in the food court of the Oak Court Mall, It's where you go to find delicacies that truly feed your soul and is owned by the true cookie monster, Jennifer Richardson. Taste a Piece of Peace not only specializes in all kinds of cakes, cookies, and pies and other desserts, but has a full menu of delicious soul food. Taste a Piece of Peace has milkshakes and cones that have multiple flavors. Taste a Piece of Peace has done individual catering for such corporations as Federal Express. They're open 7 days a week. Call them at 901-590-2484 or have DoorDash deliver it to you. The best in sweets. Again, 7 days a week. Call them. Area code 901-590-2484. That's 901-590-2484 or have DoorDash bring it to you. May I have your... Downtown Memphis, have you heard about the sweetest and the most tastiest place near the Mississippi River, owned by her raw sweetness herself, Tamika Hurd? It's Butterific Bakery and Cafe, located at 488 South 2nd near Calhoun and behind the Civil Rights Museum. Butterific brings to downtown a bakery full of the most delicious treats you'll find anywhere, such as butter cookies, lemon pound cake muffins, banana pudding, pecan pies, and my favorite, the chicken salad. Oh, it is so good. And if you have missed her salads, look, your mouth is mad at you. And if you can't get to downtown, DoorDash will bring it to you, to your home, or to your office. Go to Butterific Bakery and Cafe, 488 South 2nd near Calhoun, or call 901-207-4618. That's 901-207-4618. We've all heard about sea moss and what it can do to rejuvenate one's body. It contains 92 minerals. It supports a healthy heart, good digestion. It also helps maintain a healthy weight, and there are so many more uses for sea moss. Now, you can order online from Envision Sea Moss. That's right, Envision Sea Moss. Or you probably thought that sea moss only comes in that one bland flavor. Well, Envision has it in natural strawberry, mango, pineapple, elderberry, honey cinnamon, and so many more flavors. Go right now to the website, EnvisionSeaMoss.com. Envision Sea Moss ships around the world. Have a more healthier you right now. Go to EnvisionSeaMoss.com. 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 And the entire Shelby County community for the support and confidence you have placed in her these 7 years. And she respectfully asks that you continue to have confidence in her as she moves forward to re-election in 2022. Please help re-elect Judge Corbin Johnson, Shelby County Court, Division 1. Paid for by the committee to elect Felicia Johnson, Larry Banks, Treasurer.
It's about to go down in a major way at Fitz Casino Tunica. Craig Smacks Harris presents the Thanksgiving Weekend Blue Jeans and Boots concert featuring L.J. Eccles.
Do you want me to get it from the back? Baby, how low can you go? Can you go? Let me see you drop it down to the floor.
Jeter Jones.
She wanna ride, alright. She wanna ride that black horse on boots too.
And Big Yayo. Saddle up.
I need a cowgirl, someone I can play with.
Get your Western outfits on and join us Saturday, November 27th at Fitz Casino, Tunica, Mississippi. Doors open at 7, showtime at 8 p.m. Purchase tickets on Ticketmaster or call Craig Smacks Harris at 662-67.
Downtown Memphis, have you heard about the sweetest and the most tastiest place near the Mississippi River, owned by her raw sweetness herself? It's Butterific. It's Butterific Bakery and Cafe, located at 488. It's Butterific Bakery and Cafe, located at 488 South Sucker near Calhoun and behind the Civil Rights Museum. Butterific brings to downtown a bakery full of the most delicious treats you'll find anywhere.
I'm Thaddeus Matthews. You know, the history of Beale Street is entrenched in black culture. This used to be the mecca of black entertainment in the Memphis and Mid-South area. But some years passed by, and this street became a wasteland. Tumbleweeds were everywhere. In 1968, after the death of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Memphis suffered from white flight. Whites no longer wanted to be a part of this history. This history was not important to whites anywhere. So they all left. And this land right here, this property that we're on right now, became nothing. No one wanted to be down here, whites or blacks. In 1973, a group of black business people invented the corporation, Beale Street Development Corporation, which was the only black corporation in the state that did and has done what the Beale Street Corporation done. This is a street that grosses over $50 million per year. 7 million people a year visit this street. In 1973, a group of blacks got together and said, we need to do something about Beale Street. We've got all of this history that has taken place on the street, and the city of Memphis is just letting it go. It looks like an ancient day Dodge City. Tumbleweeds, trash everywhere, no revitalization. So this particular group decides that we are going to go to the city and see if the city will revitalize Beale Street. Well, we had a white mayor back in those days. His name was Wyatt Chandler. Wyatt Chandler was one of the good old boys. They went to Wyatt and said, Wyatt, we want to bring back black history to Beale Street. Ha ha ha, he laughed at them. We ain't got no money for you, black folk. We have no money to revitalize Beale Street. If y'all can get the money, then we'll do something. These black people were not discouraged. They went back and forth to Washington, D.C. They were granted $23 million to revitalize Beale Street. In today's funds, that would be $230. The white folk were totally amazed. Wyatt Chandler was totally amazed. Here these Negroes were able to go and do what the city of Memphis could not do. Well, you got $23 million, but the city of Memphis owns the property. Beale Street Development Corporation has a 52-year contract. They have the master leases on all of the property on Beale Street. The FedEx Forum could not have been built. The Western Garage, the Western Hotel could not have been built. The Benchmark Hotel downtown Memphis could not have been built without the signature of Randall Catron, the president, the former president of the Beale Street Corporation. We'll come back to Randall in just a minute. When the Beale Street
Development Corporation was able to acquire the $23 million for the revitalization of Beale Street, it upset white folk in Memphis. The white mayor, Wyatt Chandler, said, "You good Negroes don't know what to do with $23 million. You don't know how to handle $23 million. So we're gonna get one of our good white boys to manage you good Negroes." And that's where a guy by the name of John Elkerton comes into play. John Elkerton, who was a clerk, became, quote unquote, the white man in charge. He became the one that made sure that the Beale Street Development Corporation never received its funds. Now remember, the Beale Street Corporation owns the master leases to the entire property. Nothing can be done on Beale Street, nothing can be built on Beale Street without the signature of the Beale Street Development Corporation. The agreement back at that time was $15,000 per month and a percentage of all of the lease money and the money that was raised on Beale Street. Remember, now, in 2021, there is over $50 million per year that comes on the street, a visitorship of $7 million. Well, guess what? The black corporation that was able to go to Washington, D.C. and bring in the $23 million has never been paid. Not one dime has been paid to the Beale Street Development Corporation. I find it very strange that here we are in a city that is over 80% black, has a black majority city council, had a black mayor for over 20 years, and no black politician wants to see black folk and the Beale Street Development Corporation treated fairly. You know, the city of Memphis, with its black leadership, the Black Lives Matter, and all of our activists have not acted upon the fact that a black corporation here in Memphis that went and acquired millions of dollars has not been treated fairly. Not one dime has been given to this corporation that is due them. The Beale Street Development Corporation has spent thousands of dollars in lawsuits, and the administration laughs at this black corporation. In fact, several years ago, I went with Randall Catron before the Memphis City Council. Oh, they act as though they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know the history. After we told them the history, they still did nothing. The city of Memphis, they use every trick in the book to make sure that the Beale Street Development Corporation has not been paid. Do you realize that with a majority black city council, that they could eliminate all lawsuits right now? And let me tell you just how bad and how treacherous the leadership of Memphis has been. It was found that John Elkerton, the white man that was put over the good Negroes to make sure that there was no misappropriation of money, because they didn't think that black folk knew what to do with $23 million. It was found out when a forensic audit was done that John Elkerton had misappropriated millions of dollars, had spent millions of dollars around the country to try to create other Beale Streets. Well, what happened? There was a lawsuit. One black mayor gone, then you got an interim black mayor. The interim black mayor says, oh, we can't do that to the white man. We've got to make sure that the white man is protected. So what did they do? They gave him a parade. He wanted to leave Beale Street. So they gave him a parade, key to the city. Oh, Mr. White Man,
you such a good white man, we ain't gonna let the Negroes jam you up. Well, he's gone. So what do you do now when he's gone? They still want the leases. That's where the importance is. It's in the leases to Beale Street. Let me show you how treacherous this administration under Jim Strickland is. Let me show you how treacherous this city is under black leadership. You know, the same black leadership that wants to be reelected, the same black leadership that comes to the black community and says, vote for me and I'll set you free. Randall Catron passed on a few years ago. It was Randall Catron's signature that was needed. So they say, we've got to get him before he died. We've got to get his signature before he died. They had an attorney, Beale Street Development Corporation had an attorney by the name of John Candy, another one of the good old boys. John Candy, on the deathbed of Randall Catron, went to his room and forged Randall's signature on paperwork giving up Beale Street. Mrs. Catron, who is now the president of the Beale Street Development Corporation, spent the necessary funds to make sure that the signature was checked, and it was found out that it was a forgery taken before the city council, proven that it was a forgery, and the black city council people said, oh well. The big question, and what this commercial or semi-documentary is all about, is why this black corporation that went and got $23 million, that's worth $230 million now, who made sure that there is a FedEx Forum. And I told Randall and I were friends, Randall, I wouldn't give him a damn thing until I got my money. But Randall was better than me. The Grizzlies are able to play because of Randall Catron and the Beale Street Development Corporation. People are able to stay in the Westin Hotel because of Randall Catron and the Beale Street Development Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen that are viewing this, the biggest question is, why hasn't the FBI got involved? Why hasn't the black leadership of Memphis stood up and said, this is wrong, this organization has been wrong, Randall Catron was wrong? Why hasn't the city of Memphis and the black leadership of this city, who have found out that the city administration made sure that there is a forgery that